headlines. Most are still asleep, and I ain't talking about no bedtime. The truth is not a Google search, you need to get your head right. The Greek goddess of illusion was called Media, and I'm not a coincidence theorist, I look for thread lines. Smashing every deadline, no longer smashing red wine. Though I can hear the bells chime, it feels like the end times. That probably should have been smashed on red wine, but the carnal mind is foolish. Obey and end up ghoulish. Don't get used by instinct, take control and learn to use it. Make a load of earnest music, earn a few quid, learn a few tricks. Sure, the truth is persecuted, this whole world is pure abusive. Know a bit about everything and everything about nothing. Figured out my noggin while you picture out shopping. You sit about watching while I dish it out, stop it. I don't mean to sound cocky, I'm not even proud of it. It's a second nature to me, just to be this out honest. I don't even need to sound honest, never been about profit. Everything but out on it, you can bet your house on it. Doubt I'll be out for the count when the sounds, and I'm down for the beat, no beat down. I mean, how long's it been? Help me out. I've been the only one who's held me down. All in the mind, hell freeze now. Still sick with it, healthy how? Few bars down and the world freaked out. I don't reach out, I seek out to speak out. I'ma recount the reasons they beat out.
Hello. Welcome everybody to the 509 Divine Pines podcast. I am your host, Joseph Daniel Pena, and it is February 16th, and we are curing the mystery of how the world is falling into darkness because, we got to uncover the light because, that's who we are. That is who we are. I am feeling great, man. My energy is through the roof. I've been taking Purple Power C60, so first and foremost, I want you guys to go ahead and, like, subscribe, share, tell everybody around that this is going down. And, I wouldn't be able to do this without you. So, show some love, hit the comments, talk to your friends about this. Let's just get the party started with all of this. You come here and talk to me. You go to your neighbors and talk to them about these things that we're about to go ahead and discuss with my friend Jim Gale over from Food Forest Abundance. Jim has spent his life exploring. He backpacked through 37 countries, lived in Maasai, experienced the island life of Hawaii for a time, learning about cultures and fine-tuning his interests. At 29, he set new goals, starting to be with the idea of being retired within 3 years. And he created a $1 billion mortgage company within 3 years, helping him accomplish that life goal. Following the achievement of his mortgage success, he bought a boat and lived on the ocean for a year. He then moved to Costa Rica to build eco-villages where he discovered permaculture. This is where the life-changing experience, the aha moment, set in and brought in a new mission to bring this concept to every household in the world. You can find him over at Food Forest Abundance. And guys, we're going to go ahead and heal the world. How's it going, Jim?
Fantastic, Joseph. It's going well. We are healing the world, and I'm here in Central Florida. We have a completely off-grid community. We produce all of our own food, water, and energy. We have over 240 different types of edible plants all around us. And I'm not a farmer, and I don't grow food. We design and we put food in the land that produces abundance for us forever, for generations to come. It's epic. It's the solution to all of the world's biggest problems when we take the poisons out and we grow these Garden of Eden landscapes. We solve mass extinction and deforestation, cancer, diabetes, heart disease. We end hunger and we end tyranny by becoming self-reliant again.
I think that's true. I mean, ever since I started relying on my own two hands to understand nature, I've been able to actually find happiness. Not just that, find strength that I've never found before. Find this inspiration that I never thought I would have ever had, to wake up early, see the sun, to get the water going, to get my dogs on a walk so they don't piss all over the house. I'm just kidding about that part. But you know what I mean? Wake up early and feel the energy with nature, man. Nature is so abundant. And I think that when we tap into it, it feeds back into us. I know that this is kind of relevant where I've had on Stephen Gray, Dr. Stephen Gray, he writes how psychedelics can help change the world. And, we talk a lot about entheogens in nature and plants, and how plants have this very impactful resonance of DNA, of IQ, and of spirit. Like when we tap into nature, just eating an apple, or eating an orange, or meditating outside with the grass, or touching the soil, we get energy, ions, positive ions, but not just that. We rekindle that ancient connection of man and nature, spirit. The way that God had intended us to be. He made the herbs and he made the plants for us. He made this life for us, and when we connect with it, it powers us up the way God intended.
Yeah, absolutely. There's free energy everywhere, all around us, all the time. And to tap into it, there's one way to tap into this free energy system, and that's through presence, through being aware of the moment, being aware of ourselves and what's around us, and becoming the stewards of our land again. Right? This idea that the Garden of Eden is a utopic fantasy is one of the fundamental lies. The Garden of Eden, a place there's just food everywhere like there is here, is how we're meant to be living as stewards of this incredible planet. And all the lies, all the narratives, it's all, well, his story, history, which is his story, is a lie. The whole thing's a lie meant to control the mind of the slave, of the asset. And that's us. Right? But I'm not a slave anymore. We built our whole community without asking for any permission. Instead, we serve those around us and we declare that we are free, and we demonstrate freedom on such a profound scale that nobody's bothering us because they don't want the argument. If they argue, if they come at us with force and violence, then there's going to be 1,000 lights shined in their faces, the individual perpetrators of violence. They don't want that because that will ruin them. It will destroy them, and they know it because fear does not like the light.
And if we're looking at what's happening these days right now, a lot of people are caught up in dark light. Last night I had Christelle Lujan on, and we had talked about how Stranger Things and a lot of these movies are incorporating darkness into people. And I mean, it's not the movies. What I mean is that they are telling military projects that are incorporating darkness into people. So we're seeing this perversion of life where spirit is being attacked, light is being attacked, where our connection with nature is being attacked, like that little thin golden line that everyone thinks that our spirit connects up to heaven, that's being attacked. And it's through the foods, it's through the frequencies. And I'll be real, when I eat hot Cheetos, or like when I would eat McDonald's, I felt darkness. I don't know how, I don't know why. I just like, there's just something different, whether it's there being bugs in it, or maybe there's some witchcraft, like how liquid death, that can of water. I don't know if you had seen that. They had in one of their mission statements, in one of their videos, they're like, yeah, we have some occultists putting spells on all the water. It's like, what other companies are doing this, right? It's this long battle of good versus evil, and right now we can just heal ourselves through food, through soil, through getting back in nature and getting back to their organic farming.
Yep, you nailed it. Food is the first domino to enslavement. It's also the first domino to freedom. When we take back our food supply chain, which is radically unsustainable currently, it's already been poisoned. And Kissinger said 50 years ago, if you want to control people, control food, right? It's not an accident. It's all a strategy. And I've been looking at this obsessively now for about 17 years, since 2007. And basically, I figured it out. I am now free. And I'm free on every conceivable level. Every level that I become aware of, I become aware of a new way to be free. One is knowing that this is temporary. This situation is like an avatar, a temporary situation. And what we are is spirit playing a divine game of sorts, having a divine experience. And once we know that, and we release all of our fear and live completely present and be guided by the divine, who is us, we are that. when we get our minds and the programs and the governmente, which means mind control, out of the way, and we just feel and experience spirit, that's the path to freedom.
And I think that's something that's very liberating. Being able to understand that we have this powerful presence, and when we fill ourselves with all these bad things, we have no presence. And I would literally say, when I was eating all the wrong stuff, I was bumping into things, and like my own house. I was bumping into corner posts, bumping into walls, and being so as people call it these days, clumsy or uncoordinated. But it wasn't really that. It's just I wasn't connected atomically, energetically, all this, right? There's this truth where now that I eat proper meats and eat proper vegetables, I actually have more awareness of my surroundings, like intuitionally, not just that, vibrationally. And scientists have shown that we have auras, and this electromagnetic aura that was more connected, where I just felt the presence of people around me. And like, I'll be real, the psychic abilities and the telepathy all started coming back. And it was it's something that God has instilled in us. God made us in his image, and he gave us these divine abilities and this power to tap into his source and that beautiful essence of peace. Food brings us here, and I'm glad that you could be here too, man. What you're doing with all these farms and with all these fruits and vegetables, it's a heavenly blessing, man.
It is a heavenly blessing. It's divine. It's God. It's miraculous. It's beyond anything Newtonian physics or Elon Musk can figure out. I do like to share something with y'all. Do you see this thing right here? There's an apple underneath there with a bite out of it. Right. This is the tree of knowledge of good and evil right here. It's AI is the tree of knowledge of good and evil. And if you take a bite out of it, in other words, if you put this in your hand or your forehead, if you become addicted to this, whether it's in your hand like this phone or it's put as a chip in your body, then you're done. Then your humanity is done. You become a slave to the AI. You merge with the AI. A lot of people don't know this, but check this out. What did the first Apple computers sell for? Do you have any idea, brother? 66666. I'm not sure if you can see that. Anyway, it says they sold for $666.66. Now, that's just one piece, right?
I had my mic on mute, and I was literally saying that. I don't know if you could hear me. I was just reading, like, literally I could bet for sure.
Yeah. So now check this one out. Human bodily activity and cryptocurrency data, Microsoft patent. You know about this one? Microsoft patent that has to do with cryptocurrency and human bodily activity data. It's 2020-666.
Oh, right? Yeah. So the patent is 06060606, right?
Yep. And zeros are nothing. So it's 2020-666. So now you've got the intention set. The AI is the beast. And you've got the technology to put it in your hand or your forehead, right? That's the Microsoft patent. And now you're going to need a law to enforce the technology through governmente, which means mind control, right? Trace Act, 116th Congress, House Resolution, HR 6666, 116th Congress, COVID, testing, reaching, and contacting everyone. This is the mark of the beast right here. And the CBDC and all this stuff coming is all part of this system where they want to control. So here's what happened. GI, which is God's intelligence, which is infinite, omnipresent, omnipotent. It is the combined knowledge of everything. It is everything. It's our whole foundation of reality. GI created AI to play the game, and we are in the game. It could be called a simulation. That doesn't mean we're not spirit. It just means we're spirit playing a game. And the win of the game is presence, it's consciousness, it's enlightenment. And that's in the metaphysical. Enlightenment simply means a mind free of programming. That's what my mind is at this moment, right? Not always. I still run programs, but I catch them now. Then in the physical, it's the Garden of Eden. And that's what we're literally living in now, a place of just epic abundance.
Okay. All of this 666 talks clearly is coming to my brain, where I'm correlating it with how the Star of Rempon and the Star of Molech is, where there's 6 points on all sides. It's this fallen angel stuff, right? If we look at the Book of Enoch, we see that these fallen angels and these giants and these Nephilim were casted down and sent to Earth forever, and they were going to remain here as lost spirits, dark spirits. Even when they died, their souls were trapped here, right? And this AI is clearly referenced by Google and the creators of Google as the inspiration came from the Kabbalistic ideas of golems, and this ancient Hebrew idea of golems, and the way that they would incarnate spirits into a materialistic object. Well, I'm looking at the way that over the last 100 years, there's clearly been a push from the Smithsonian and a lot of these big time governments to go ahead and uncover what we know as dinosaurs, even though dinosaurs are fallen angels, 100%, they're the demons. And uncover mummies and uncover these dead bodies. Well, they're attaching them to computers, because I have also seen this is now clicking all in my brain. When telephones were first created, they wanted to go ahead and make them into spirit phones. They wanted to communicate with the dead. They wanted to put them straight inside the body of a dead person. That was 100+ years ago. Well, it was just within the last 10 so years that not only did Microsoft create that patent to put us on this chip, but they also, I do not know what patent it is. I swear I wish I would have saved it, but they wanted to connect computers to a dead body and put them as an AI and start downloading all of their data, all of their DNA, and recreating them. Well, now I'm realizing all of these AIs right now, how they have all these names, Sora, and all these crazy names. I'm personally in the belief that what we think of as the mark of the beast and this antichrist, yes, these are these fallen angels incorporating themselves into AI. In some essence, maybe even the robotics that DARPA doesn't want to release, and Elon Musk doesn't want, the heavy duty ones that they don't want to release out, that can kill us, like how Linda Moulton Howe had, came out with her interview, how in Japan 4 robots had killed about 10 scientists, or so many scientists, right? Or this is a war, a very ancient spiritual war. It's fallen angels technology, and they're trying to mind control us. They're trying to pervert us through this technology, get inside of our brains. Literally with Elon Musk Neuralink, they want to go ahead and take over your consciousness at that point.
Yeah, 100%, brother. It's amazing the game that we're in, and to recognize who we are and then win the game is not only achievable, it's logical and it's joyful and it's wonderful. It's just completely letting go of the number one poison, and that's the poison of fear, right? Fear is the control mechanism of the slave master, of evil, of the devil, which never lived, right? Evil and live, it's not good and evil, it's live and evil. It's backwards. The devil never lived, the devil's AI. It's all backwards in our upside down world. And so my question for quite a few years now, about 17 years, has been, how do we win the war, right? Sun Tzu, The Art of War, the most cited war strategist in the history of the world, at least the history we know about. He said, know thyself, know thy enemy. 1,000 battles, 1,000 victories. And so who are we? That's the question that stems from that. Because once you know yourself and you know the enemy, we already won. I've already won. I'm free. And I invite everybody else to be free with me.
Yes, there is this sense of liberation when we understand our presence that God has instilled in us, that God has created us for. That whole idea of the body of the armor of God, and wearing the armor and
Faith.
having the sword of God is very realistic. Where I like to think where if we're vibrating in a high enough place, there really won't be a lot of like things that are going to hurt us. We might slip up, but for the most part, we're really protected. I know, I know for a fact that like our body actually produces better immunity when we're in a happiness state, and I know when I read the Bible or when I think peacefully about God, I'm in a happy state all the time. When I was lost on these McDonald's foods and um, you know, extremely violent hip hop music, I was always in a bad depressed state and always sick. Like I mean, like not like extremely ill, but it's just sicknesses were here, there, just feeling weak, feeling dizzy, feeling extremely hungover for days. And then now if I drink and I'm praying to God, like I don't know how to explain it. I don't really get hungover. It's just weird.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, I get that. I kind of quit drinking. There's something about alcohol being a spirit sucker. And I've drank a lot. I had a bar. I've actually owned a couple of restaurants and bars when I was younger. And I partied we partied a lot. We drank mostly alcohol. And what I've realized in the last, especially since I'm 54 now, I've basically stopped drinking. I'll have a glass of wine here and there. And once in a while, I'll get together with some buddies, although it has been a while. And then we'll have some fun with it. But alcohol is one of the most treacherous. And that's why it's legal. That's why you can get alcohol, but you can't get weed. Because weed, the proper, really natural growing cannabis, is one of God's most divine medicines when it's used intentionally and lovingly and joyfully and in moderation, where alcohol, not so much, right? Again, everything in moderation, everything that. So anyway, yeah, that's it. It's a good call to lay off that stuff. Right now, my thing is caffeine. I have cut back 90% on my caffeine, and I have way more energy throughout the day. I'm sleeping an average of 4 to 5 hours a night. I'm tired now because I was up sore. Didn't sleep much last night, but I still feel way better than when I have caffeine. And by the way, these energy drinks, Monster and all the rest, just toss them, right? Drink some lemon water with honey, and you'll feel so much better over time.
Why is that? I mean, I hear this all the time, like people getting rid of caffeine and energy drinks. And right now, dude, I've been having quad shots of coffee just to keep myself going. Yeah,
That
man.
when you're inspired, it might take a little bit to break yourself of the addiction, but as soon as you do, you will have more energy throughout the day. You won't have the ups and downs. Your adrenals won't be stimulated. You'll be healthier in every level. And this is something that I know from direct experience. I've done a lot of it. I never was into hardcore drugs. I never was into needles or coke or any of that stuff. I tried it a couple times when I was a kid, and I've heard that the right stuff growing and naturally and stuff is actually not bad at all, right? Again, it's moderation. But my point with that is become aware of how you're feeling and then try different things. Experience do a fast, right? Do a 3-day water fast, and it will blow your freaking mind how good you feel at the end of 3 days.
All right, so but let's get into it a little bit. Why would these things be bad?
Well, sometimes they're energy suckers, they're energy vampires, just like McDonald's, just like any food or toxin. The number one toxins are thoughts, by the way, and connection. So if you are used to, or if you start taking the fear out, the shame, and all the ridiculous thoughts you have, and then also combine that with good, nutritious food and pure water, right? Coherent, structured water, you're going to feel so much better. You're going to have way more energy throughout the day, and your mind is going to be more clear. You're going to think better and be more creative. Like right now, we're creating a council that is going to change the world. We're going to change the world because it's time. And this council is full of incredible people, world champions, the whole works. It's just amazing what's come together What is that? The voice of the devil phonograph? That first audio? Oh, yeah. That's nuts. There's one other thing that I like to share with people. Carbon is the building block of life. And carbon has 6 neutrons, 6 electrons, and 6 protons.
So let's get into it. What do you want to talk about carbon? And Ghetto Bedroom Records right here says you age really well for 54.
I never felt better in my life. I tell you, I just did 33 pull-ups the other day. I played tennis like a nut. I never felt better in my life. And
brother, you look 42. Like you look 40.
Yeah. No, I feel really good. It's been a journey of learning, failing, and learning, and succeeding, and learning, and failing, and learning. But now I'm just here. The present is the gift from God. It's such a corny statement, but when you sit with it, it is also the most profound truth that you could ever realize.
Well, and okay, let's really break this down to people. What's coming ahead? Yeah, for 2024, things have been really ramping up, and a lot of people just aren't aware what is right around the corner, because it's very much apparent that CBDC and this AI system is being pushed, and it's able to deep fake and generate so realistic images that I'm afraid of actual cloning, and how much these AIs and clones are also able to now create their own very realistic clone. The way that they're able to 3D print themselves, they're about to 3D print themselves a very realistic deepfake.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of that stuff. What's coming up for the people who follow the mainstream narrative, the people who follow CNN and Fox and believe every story that they hear, it's going to be hell on earth. And most of those people aren't going to live for the next 5 years. They're not going to be around in 5 years. But it's my joyful and loving obsession to help create awareness of what's possible. Because it's through awareness that we learn, that we have new choices. And the awareness is by demonstrating what's possible, right? That's why I bring people here all the time to come and experience our food forest, our garden. When they walk around and they see life everywhere, butterflies and birds and bees, and we got 30 pounds of honey our first year and a half. We got 7 species of fish in our pond. We've got turkeys and ducks and cows, and it's paradise. We're on a private 430-acre lake. We've got the only dock on the lake, and we've got a mile-long paved runway bordering the east of our property. And world leaders are already coming. Kennedy, his team just called, and they're going to come here. And I've shared with Kennedy the campaign strategy that will change the world. So it's all happening at scale, and it's very exciting.
If you need workers, let us know, dude. I'm a work for hire, man. I'm young, I like the sun, and I love nature. But not just that, dude. If you can package out some pickled duck eggs, or send out some jars of honey, bro, some jalapeno honey. Oh, dude, I'll pay. Yeah, bro.
Love it.
Dude,
yeah.
I mean, I'm a cultivist where like I can really start, I'm making ideas in my head where I look at my garden and hundreds of ideas pop up. I'm like, man, I could do this, or I could do that. I can make this type of product, and I'm willing to work. Like, I'm willing to do it, bro. So right here also, Ghetto Bedroom Records just also they put up an idea. Maybe alcohol prohibition was to save America.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that had good intentions, but anytime the governmente, right, gets involved with anything, governmente means mind control. It's typically a bunch of BS. It's a bunch of bad science that creates belief systems, and it's all bullshit. The truth of the matter is that the most dangerous superstition is our belief in authority. Our belief that somebody else should tell us what we can and cannot do. Our belief in taxation. I don't pay taxes. Publicly, here I am on a live stream declaring to the government that I am not paying taxes. I don't ask the EPA for permission. I am the EPA. I have made it very clear to the government. We built 10 homes here. We didn't get building permits because what they'll allow me to do is destroy and kill things. They'll allow me to use glyphosate, which is radical, poisonous, cancer-causing toxin that kills everything. They'll allow me to cut everything. No is my answer. It's a very simple no. And instead, I will invite the individuals in the government to do it right, and I'll show them how to do it right. My team is absolutely awesome. And together, we are going to catalyze a shift in awareness that leads to mass adoption of taking the poisons out and growing food instead of lawns. And I know how simple that sounds, but when we do that, we solve all of the world's biggest problems. Again, mass extinction, deforestation, done. Cancer, diabetes, heart disease, done. So I'll share with you a little bit about the campaign strategy that I laid out for Bobby Kennedy when I met with him a few months ago. I said, Bobby, the campaign strategy that I'm going to share with you will create peace on earth in 12 months. And he went, what? And we sat down and I laid it out. It's very simple. When somebody in his position gets together with some of the influencers, the big ones, and like Rogan and Tucker, and by the way, Tucker, I believe will be coming here in the not too distant future. I believe we'll be on Rogan here in the not too distant future. I've been on 500 podcasts, and every single one says, holy shit, there's something going on here. And so when we combine, and we are all influencers, everybody listening is an influencer. You might be able to influence yourself. And if that's all you can do, then you're a winner, right? So we start by influencing ourselves, our hearts and our minds, and then we start influencing others from a place of more power, more energy, right? And this idea that the meek shall inherit the earth. The meek are the powerful who choose to use their power for good. So imagine this. Imagine a campaigner like Kennedy and Trump or whoever saying, I am going to reduce crime by 50% in the next 4 years. The media would have a heyday. They'd go absolutely nuts and say, you're crazy. People would go nuts, say that's impossible. How could you even make such a statement? Well, the fact is that when inmates grow their own food and they have the time and desire to do so, that the recidivism rates will fall by more than 60%. And this has been done. It's been done multiple times. That's just one campaign stop that ends the majority of crime right there. Boom. Now the candidate says, I'm going to take all the poisons out of the school lunches and school land, and we're going to reduce childhood diabetes and suicide and depression and all the wicked things that are going on in our indoctrination system, the school system. And how do they do that? Very simple. The kids grow some of their own food and they learn permaculture at school, which is where they should be learning permaculture, how to use and steward our natural system, how to create life in our system. And it has been done in hundreds, if not thousands of locations. And in every case, the kids are much better off. There's less disease, less suicide, less stress, less drug use, all things good, right? So those are 2 campaign stops. Let's go to one more. Let's go to 2 more. Let's take city parks. Imagine a candidate like DeSantis saying, I am going to create food security for the state of Florida. Food will be basically free, and we are going to reverse all the cancer and diabetes in the state of Florida in the next 4 years. People would go nuts and saying, you're nut, you could never do that. Oh, BS. If we only used 5% of the Florida annual budget of $90 billion and used it wisely, right? And by the way, I don't believe in taxation or force and violence of government at all. I'm just saying, if we use 5% of what's currently being stolen from the people, and we put that into food forests at city parks and opportunity zones, places where people are poor and suffering, that would equal $18 billion, which is 18,000 $1 million food forest installations in the state of Florida in 4 years. That's every city park. That's every school. That's every church. That, boom, you just changed the world because Florida becomes a model. And now let's create world peace. This is the easiest one of all. Imagine a candidate like Kennedy or Trump or somebody says, we're going to stop colonialism right now. And here's how we're going to do it. We're going to turn every army base in the world into a permaculture paradise, a food forest nursery. And we're going to teach the people. We're going to bring in the leaders of these communities, these 750 army bases around the world that are perpetrators of force and violence. And we're going to now turn those into food forests. And we're going to invite the community in. We're going to teach them permaculture. And we're going to walk away and we're going to let them feed their people. Recruitment for war would end immediately when we do that. Not if, when we do that. Recruitment's done. We just create a peace on earth in general terms.
Well, first of all, these cities and these politicians wouldn't really allow that type of thing to go on. I mean, I know that. No, I know, right? Because
if you allow it, we're going to do it.
no, right, I know. I mean, it's hypothetically. Yeah, I feel that. I want it. I wanted to, so I'm going for it. What I'm saying is that all these prisons are attached to the same bankers and politicians who control the pharmaceutical industry, who control the laws, who control these big time corporations, and it's all one big network. And I'm glad that Kennedy can still be around to fight this. Literally, I mean, over the last couple of years, ever since I think like 2016, we've been seeing massive riots around the whole world to go ahead and push for these freedoms, these liberties, to go ahead and heal the world, to go ahead and get our world back in our hands. And I'm all for it, man. I love this idea. And I'm thinking like what is your take on cannabis and hemp? Look, so I have a buddy named Heart and Soil, Brett Anderson. He's from Heart and Soil Project, and he has very good hemp and CBD and cannabis knowledge, where he goes around the world and gets seeds and from different places and cultivates them. I would love to link you up with him to go ahead and talk with him more, because you might be able to find something that's like not around. It's like has these natural compounds, exactly what your program would love. The true DNA and the true healing essence of this. Do you have plans in the future to to do hemp globally or just nationally?
We design and install food forests around the world. We also just got done with the first pilot of a TV show funded to the tune of about $4 million. We're doing 12 episodes. We also have a council of world changers coming together to shine a light on this at scale and cross-pollinate. And we've got all these elements of the freedom puzzle coming together right now for one goal, and that's to inspire and empower the masses to take the poisons out and grow food at their homes. Food can include hemp. We seeded 6 different types of psilocybin spores in our cattle pasture. Cannabis, all of it is a no-brainer. It is the way, it's nature's medicine. It's God's medicine. And when we use it consciously with awareness, then we solve all of it.
It's pretty fascinating. If this world is all about synchronicities, and I don't think that synchronicity is a true word for what God's plan is, right? If we're aligned to God's plan, then this is all meant to be. But America is actually coming around to cannabis and hemp, and America is falling away from this doctrination, and I do believe we can win this war. Cannabis and hemp literally have been asked and requested by the government and by the White House to go ahead and be decriminalized, and all the research from the FDA, to be brought forward, and all these agencies. It was pretty interesting. Just like a couple years ago, 20 some states all banded together saying, no, we want cannabis to be legalized and have this medicinal value proven.
So what we know for certain about the federal government is that they are a tool of evil, that they are slave masters, and that so every time they come around and do something like this, I ask, why? Are they waking up? Are they getting better? Are they becoming ethical and moral and just? No, they're not. So not in the current state anyway. And so why are they doing this? Well,
Well, quickly,
just
Jim,
finish
Jim.
one thought.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Dude, I mean, I'm gonna be realistic. I think right now we are seeing the real life battle of good versus evil, fallen angels versus angels manifesting in human form. And I think that some of these things that we're seeing brought forward to the government, they don't want, and they don't think that they don't have any control of. This is things that are being exposed, and the information dropping, everything that's being hacked into, but not just that. It's just seemingly God's timing. And look, I do agree that like 90+% of the government is full of shit. But I do think there are some very key players that just seemingly happen to have angels' blessing, God's blessing right behind them.
There's no doubt about it. I am with you 100% on that. And there is no stopping what's to come because, God always wins. But I want to share my point. I had a gummy not too long ago, right? In Florida, cannabis isn't legal, but I can go to the store and I can get these super potent gummies. One of them has 220 freaking milligrams. It'll put you out for like a half a day. And I had a half a gummy of one of these ones the other day, and I meditated. Now I do a lot of meditation, and I sat meditating. Now, if I have a puff of cannabis, the real stuff, or through a cookie or whatever, I know the feeling. There's a feeling of connection. There's a vibration, a frequency of joy, of connection, of creativity, of wonder, and it's beautiful. I had this gummy the other day and I meditated and I heard this. It was not what is supposed to be. And so what they're pushing is a lot of these controlled and I believe toxic substances in place of the real thing.
Yes, they are. They're actually putting toxins in. So that's where I kind of touched on a little bit earlier. That they're putting this. There's this dark spiritual nature found within some of these products, right? And I go all organic. I go all natural. And I have a co-host out here, Ghetto Belgium Records. He tells me all the time about the Delta 9s and these things that he sees at the stores over in Kansas because they don't allow cannabis, right? And it's like, I'm wondering, like, if it's really this fallen angel, adaptation. And I look, guys, this is for everybody out there. I'm a Christian right now. Like, I really do believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ. And this is not blasphemy where we're saying that cannabis is a healer. 2,000 years ago, 3,000 years ago, the whole world just didn't even mind cannabis as this dark drug. They didn't ban it. They didn't like look at it. Oh, like this is the gateway. This is a gate. No. All these nations around the world knew it was a medicine, knew it was a plant. And I'm just gonna be frank. This is my own belief. When in the Bible it says we are made in God's image. And then we go to science today and they say we have a CBD receptor system. I cannot deny thinking God has a CBD system. Whoever he was, whatever he is, whoever that almighty creator is, he has a CBD system. He instilled it inside of us because, as you said, it connects us. And I'm trying to Google the frequency hertz of cannabis. I can't find it, but the CB1 and the CB2 receptor system, which are found inside us in the CBD system, it's this huge controlling network. Well, they activate differently, but when we use cannabis properly, they activate together. And what that does, that puts our body in complete unison. And I know for a fact when I'm humming at a workout rate and my body's in unison, I produce a vibe, a high. They call it a runner's high. People say, "Man, you're freaking glowing, dude!" Like I could see the energy. Like I've had people come up to me in the gym, and they're like, "Dude, you're working out, but I see God in you." They're like, "Dude, I see the light in you, bro." Like I have no idea how to say it, man. Like I love it because I'm over here, trying to provide this blessing, and I think deeply. I get so much heckle from people, in my church or people outside in Catholicism or just they're like, "How can you believe in God but you smoke cannabis?" And like, if you only knew the research, brother, if you only knew the research, like, I am a firm believer that cannabis and God, and this is not in a pharmakia demonic way. This is a true holistic plant medicine that God put inside earth and us for a reason.
There's no doubt about it. The conscious use of any of these phytochemicals, these plants is wonderful, and it's part of the process. Brother, I think you're fantastic. I do got to go. I promised my wife I'd be there a little bit ago, and I think you're fantastic. Like, you're doing great work. So keep it up, man.
I appreciate it. We'll definitely be on, more, I've had you on multiple times, so I'll probably see you around pretty soon, Jim. I appreciate you. Literally, man, my energy's through the roof when I'm talking to you, because I know that your heart's in the right place, and so are your hands. They're in the soil, just like the way God had asked us to be tending the land, like, we were asked, and that's all. We get the blessings, man, and it's been a blessing, Jim. Just let them know, let my guests know real quick, anything that you got going on. You said, where's your show? Where can they watch the show?
So the show, the 12 episodes, we don't know where that's going to land, whether it be Netflix or Amazon. They tried to write a contract for NBC, wanted me on, but their morality clause was a lie, and so I wouldn't sign the contract. I don't believe in contracts. The legal system is a bunch of BS. But anyway, so you can come visit me at galtslanding.farm. It's GALTS landing.farm in Central Florida. Or you can check out, if you want to be part of our global network of growers and people that help design and install these food forest systems for people, then please do. It's foodforestabundance.com. That's foodforestabundance.com. And join us, and let's change the world, my friends. It's time.
Man, if you need any actors for that TV show, honestly, man, I'm here for help, because my life's boring out here in the Pacific Northwest, and I want to travel.
Start helping people grow food. Start getting in the business of helping people grow food. It's epic.
Well, it's just that it's frozen.
I gotta run, brother. Love you.
For 4 months, Hey, you have a good day, Jim. God bless, man. You have a good night and great weekend. I'll see you around. Yeah, guys, that was an amazing conversation with Jim Gale. He's over there in Florida, so it's pretty late for him. It's already like 10 o'clock. I think he's probably trying to run out to dinner with his wife. It's been a great time. What I'm going to go ahead and do for all of you guys is put on some commercials for a quick sec, and then I will be right back with we'll see, I guess, right? So, yeah, let's see some UFOs.
Not new, what I do. I've been at it for a minute, pursuing, doing the damage new. I would do everything that I said I would do. I gotta have it, so goddamn it, I'ma be everything I plan to be. Glad to see money coming my way, believe I'll achieve anything I put my mind to, or at least I try to. I'm avoiding my doom, manifesting my room. Meditate to ease the flow. Third eye open, see the golden energy. It can enter me, get me to feeling full. Forget my enemies, dead to me, yeah, I proceed to go to a new dimension. Gotta mention it's inside a soul. Go inside, fuck the outside. Never tell lies, show pride for belief. Gotta keep the range wide, so instead I just write another hit. Getting fried, rolling up, smoke another blunt for the good times. Bad times makes for the good rhymes, so it never matters. I just learned, no, I can't hide. Thank God for every second was birthed with the mind of an ancient soul who's just waiting for the next sign. I'm always watching, vision like a hawk, have 'em flocking. When I drop it, I'm talking, have 'em knocking. The knowledge that I'm dropping, I'm coming out the noggin, I'm logged in. That's the intuition, nothing wrong with doing what you feel is right. Everybody got this. Usually feel it in the night when I'm dropping knowledge. Never even needed any college, abolished. People telling people what they want, I do not wish control over anybody, do it for the profit. That's the reason that they push it, do it from the cockpit. Cause they got the money, want the money on the mob shit. On the mob shit. But I know they ain't gon' make it, shit is poppin'. At the end of time, new age topics. Revolutionary crusade cross, here we go to a new space. Yeah, we enter in a new place. Louis V on my shoelace, rolling with the blue face. Yeah, I'm wondering what you chase. Just another dude caught up in the rat race. Moving my pace, lot of people looking at me sideways. I chase future preparations, gotta go through my phase till I feel ready to rearrange it. Happen on a daily basis, tripping oasis. When so many people that I can see through their faces and touch, so I'm reading minds, feel like I'm evasive, persuasive. Cause I feel the vibe manipulation, I'm patient. Yeah, I feel the vibe, then work to change it. Manifestation, blessings is what I'm chasing. Quantum physics, I'm about to take the time and rearrange it. I play with reality, can't feel like I'm basic. Most people shut it down, don't wanna embrace it. Replacing knowledge.
Yo, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. Kicking off the Friday night right by not being caught up in sin, but understanding your blessings and being in your zen. And like, subscribe, share. And what I'm going to do is pretty much just clock out. It's been about a good 45 an hour long episode, and this one's short, but this one's sweet. So we're gonna keep it that way. Yeah. Remember, donate down below. I'm like 20K in debt. You want to get me out of debt? Help me out here. Just drop $2 and you did your part. Okay. Not just that. Well, that 20K debt is like, in expense to my eye surgery. I'm trying to get eye surgery. So if you would like to help out, cover a lot of that, which is pretty vital. I wear glasses and contacts, but they get very, very annoying. Not just that, they get loose, they get dry, and it seems that I want to say my eyes are getting better. I'm just gonna say that, so I'm thinking I should get this done now instead of like wait till my eyes are destroyed. So, get everything done now, and including your body. If you would like to go ahead and get yourself in shape, you can go ahead and contact me. I am a fitness trainer now, so if you're local in the valley, I can help you out in any way. I'm good with cardio, good with muscles, good with flexibility, calisthenics. I help you understand your diet and nutrition a little bit deeper, and some of these other aspects of taking care of our health and well-being that just aren't really talked about. I have a good wide variety of information, and I'm very dedicated in helping you be your best self. I'm not going to let you down if you don't let me down, and together we can make a good team. Currently working with 3 clients, so if you're trying to work out in person, spaces are being filled up. So if you want that summer body and you need some help, get in touch now. I do blah, blah, blah. I offer online consultation too. So if you want some tips here, want some routines there, and would like just online consulting, whether from another state or something, I can help you out, because I've had a little bit of chemical studies in the military. I've been in sports my whole life. I understand physiology, as I took took a little bit of that in high school, and my mom's a nurse. I've learned a lot for the body. Just having all of this information around. Plus, I'm very dedicated with myself. I treat my body like a temple, God's temple. And if I can go ahead and keep that temple clean, physically, spiritually, vibrationally, mentally, and, atomically, like through the foods and drinks and stuff, you might see me go ahead and have a cheat meal, but no. Like literally 90% of my diet throughout my year is organic. 90% of everything I eat is all natural, pretty much either, from gardens or like from, non-GMO sources, clean sources. And that's very vital because, you look at people right now and people are hurting. People are hurting. They want an answer. They want a change. They want healing. They're looking at their bodies. People are looking around like, this is what the world's made for us. What's going on here? Well, have no fear. I am here. Yes, contact me for your fitness trainer needs, and share this broadcast out far and wide. And if you guys like my braids, let me know, because yeah, they're pretty sweet, aren't they? Yeah, hope you guys love it. I had to wear the Ravens, jersey because it's Purple Friday out here. No matter, every Friday is Purple Friday. Ravens nations, Ravens flock. When when Noah had the flood, who did God send out first? God sent out a raven to scout the land before you and to tell you the good news, to tell you what is to come and what is ahead, what is here, what is there. And that's the way I feel, man. Like, I feel that God sent me out here to go ahead and give you guys this information just a little bit ahead of time. I know many people have said, like, bro, you're time travel. You must be or something. But, maybe God's just blessing me and I'm giving my information back out to you. Hope you guys are having a wonderful night. If you guys would like to visit my sponsors down below, boomerboost.com for all your best collagen pro green mixes. They have barley blends, they have probiotics, vitamins, minerals, a little bit of everything that you need. And there's a 30% coupon code Joe30. And that is over at boomerboost.com. You can also go check out Shop C60 for the Nobel Prize winning C60 oil that was, awarded in the 80s. Yes, it's very powerful, very potent, and a very good healer. It is a carbon molecule that is really refined, and I'll be honest, it is a high antioxidant. So when you take it, you are exuberant. It feels like you're floating on a very, very positive ion, positive cell. Like, everything in your body is supercharged all at once. They sent me out some gummies, and I want to go ahead and thank them. Go check them out. These gummies are bomb. They have tart cherry gummies. These amplify energy, vigor, and performance with carbon 60. So right here they have sugar-free options, and literally I would not be walking so easily if it weren't for them, because August 1st I had my MCL busted, and I was forced to work like in winery because I couldn't lose that job, right? I didn't even my dumbass didn't go to the hospital for insurance, or I don't have insurance, right? I couldn't do much. My dumbass couldn't do much with it. As far as going to the hospital and going to the doctor and getting that surgically repaired. So I kept it quiet and still forced to work. But thank God for C60, because they literally helped me. When I wasn't on it, I was in pain. When I was on this, my body felt like it was healing itself, and I wasn't in pain. I have no other way to say it. My body feels like it's healing itself. And we had on Ken Sports last week, and he was discussing how, yes, it powers up our DNA, powers up our telomeres, and heals us on a very high level. It's a pretty penny. It's like $100 per bottle, $100 per 30 pack of gummies, but it's worth every drop. If you're looking for that next level healing, we see all these supplements at the stores, and we're like, well, is this really gonna do it? Well, C60 will do it. They will get you right. And go use coupon code 509 Divine Pines over at Shop C60 for a discount. And if you guys would and could go over to Sherry Ariano's website, Divine Light Codes, and use coupon code 509 Divine Pines for a nice discount off crystals, elixirs. She has incense or frankincense that you can use as an incense, and a couple other things. She offers healings like crystal healing and just life advice, and she's she prays heavily on angels and work, and talks to God, and like talks to, like, really deeply, guys. All of us can talk to God, but she works with angels. She's a very good healer. She knows how to help you through my darkest time. She had helped me. And if you guys need any type of clairvoyance, if you feel like you don't know what to think anymore, don't know what to feel, you feel like there's darkness around you, there's a curse on you, and you need some spiritual guidance, Sherry Ariano over at Divine Light Codes can help you. And I give her my most respect, because there's times in our lives where we know there's darkness, and we know there's people that just don't want to hear about this, that we know that there's people who just don't care, and we know that there's people who are instilling it. Well, there's other people out there who want to heal it all. And you guys can go ahead and check out Divine Light Codes. Yes, on all socials as well. There are more sponsors down below, like Heart and Soil Project, who we had on. Oh, wait. He's an affiliate. There's no coupon code, but go check him out. Brett Anderson's Heart and Soil Project. You can also go down to eagle-research.com. We are having on George Wiseman next month from eagle-research.com. He has the Brown's Gas water hydrogen machine. So it is a world-class machine. Costs about $2,000, $3,000, depending where you go, maybe even $5,000 or more. Just depends who's selling it. And this is next level, where it can go ahead and help you heal from very severe, or minor illnesses, minor physical ailments, but very severe ailments. If you're looking for like that let's just say hospital, that super high level hospital type of healing, this is it. Pretty much bring the hospital to your home. And what it does is it supercharges hydrogen. Okay, water, right? Water. Well, we can make a super water, and that's what this Brown's gas machine does. It pretty much takes a lot of the hydrogen and cooks it up into a super hydrogen, replenishes it back into hydrogen. So the hydrogen is H2O supercharged, and you get, yes. We've seen those bottles, right? Everybody's been seeing these bottles now, like, oh, the water ionizers, and so forth. It costs like $50, $100 for those nice small water bottles. Well, this is a big machine, and it can help you out. Provides gas and provides water, and so it's more stationary. But you can use coupon code 509 Divine Pines for a nice percentile off your order. Also, go check out Pepper Envy LLC for the best peppers, because it is about to be spring, and if you guys want to go ahead and grow some peppers, some nice jalapenos, habaneros, nice fatales. So she collects peppers from all around the world, and she gives them back to you. Yes, she grows the best. I mean, like, I'm not even joking. Store-bought peppers, these peppers that she grows, they will make your mouth explode. You will sweat instantly. The taste is off the hook. You will taste these pepper notes, and you're like, whoa, I didn't think that these peppers actually had flavors this deep, because all those GMOs that we buy from the store, just nasty. That's not good peppers, right? They're not, not good flavors, right? Pepper Envy LLC has amazing peppers. She also makes goodies every now and then, seasonal goodies, cookies, and different things. And if you would like to go ahead and check her out, pepperenvyllc.com, and you can also find her on Instagram, Pepper Princess 509. So that's a more direct way. Go ahead and share this out far and wide. I love you guys, and I hope you guys are having a good night. Check out all my sponsors down below. There are so much more. I have cool Popple codes. So this is a digital business card right here, and it's an NFC chip too, so I can tap it right on your phone. You don't even got to take the QR code. I could turn this around, tap it right on your phone, and the links pop up right automatically. all my links. So, people could take the QR code. They could just tap your phone, whatever it is. It's on the go. It's allowed me to go ahead and market my podcast very easily. And you guys can find a nice coupon code discount link down below. Also, if you guys have seen me around, I stay dripping in some nice threads. The Thread Beast link down below will get you guys $50 worth of free clothing, which is probably actually more like $100 of free clothing, but don't tell them I said that. Yeah, it's literally a steal. I mean, these guys send out I just to say near designer clothes for 30, 40, 50, 60, 70% off. So that $50 box of clothing, you're literally getting $100 worth of clothes. Keep your styles proper with them. They have a curated selection for you. Like there's a stylist that helps you get exactly to your style. Literally, they ask you like 20 questions, and it's super dope. Like for anybody, any male, and I guess if you're a she male or you like to cross dress, whatever, go ahead, use the coupon code too. Females, if you want to go ahead and order your man or order your kids some clothing, and you don't want to just go drive out, use that code. This literally saves you a trip from the mall, and it has amazing clothes. This is right off the LA Boulevard, so they get a lot of clothes from Hollywood that just and these other places out there people don't want. So they're brand new, unused, tags on them still. They send out baller boxes with Jordans, so you pay like 70% off Jordans, and it's crazy how clean these Jordans are. They have giveaways all the time where you can go ahead and check their Nikes, check their Adidas out. Like these are pretty fly. It's amazing. Thread Beast is an amazing company. I've been using them for years, so word of mouth is here, but also like I'm showing it. I got some pretty clean drip out here, and yeah, you guys can go ahead and use all my discount and coupon codes. Yeah, everything that I affiliate with is going to help you, and it's not going to go ahead and destroy you. So I love you guys. You guys have a great day. I'm out of here. I'm gonna go play some COD. If you guys want to Warzone it up, let me know. I'm tearing it up. Yeah, check out all my links down below and all my platforms. So this is broadcasting far and wide: Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Rumble, and a couple other more. Yeah, I don't know if this was actually streaming to Rumble. I hope it was, but who knows? Yeah, God bless. Peace out. Love you guys. See you guys next time on the 509 Divide Pods podcast. Peace.